Picture this. You are in the middle of a high-stakes conversation. It could be an intense contract negotiation at the office, a heated debate with a business partner, or a family conflict that has been building up since Monday. The pressure builds, your throat tightens, your breathing grows heavy and short. And then you feel that sudden surge of heat behind your eyes. You begin to tear up. What is the natural reaction for 99% of us? We panic. We look down, wave our hands, and blurt out that all-too-familiar phrase, "I'm sorry. I'm being ridiculous. Just ignore me." Stop right there. Never do that again. The moment you apologize for tearing up, you unwittingly surrender your ground through two strategic errors. First, you assign guilt to a non-existent crime. You take a purely natural biological response and reframe it as evidence of weakness. Second, you pull the other person's entire focus away from the core issue and redirect it straight to your tears. The conversation derails instantly. The negotiation table suddenly becomes a stage for managing awkwardness. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The greatest misconception about Stoicism is treating it as an emotionless shield. Many mistakenly believe that staying calm means turning yourself into an unfeeling stone statue. But living without emotion is not strength, it is merely forced suppression. True toughness has never been about whether your eyes stay dry. It comes down to this. After that tear falls, what is the next word that leaves your mouth? What is your very next move? To master this situation, you must first understand how your body actually operates. Imagine holding a can of soda. You've been carrying it all morning, endlessly shaken, without you even realizing it. The moment you twist open that cap, the carbonation releases. Tears during an intense debate are nothing more than that pressure escaping. It is simply pressure leaving the body. The human body is an intricate system. When psychological tension breaches your immediate threshold, your autonomic nervous system triggers your tear ducts as a pressure relief valve. It flushes out stress hormones and toxins to keep your brain from completely breaking down. In other words, tears fall to help you keep thinking clearly, not to mark your surrender. The philosopher Epictetus once divided the entire world into two categories. Things within our control, our will, intentions, actions, and words. Things outside our control, bodily reflexes, the weather, and the thoughts of others. The reflex of your tear ducts belongs firmly to the second group. You cannot issue an executive command from your brain to forbid your body from releasing fluid when pressure hits its peak. But you have absolute control over the first group, your attitude toward that very tear. This simple distinction from Epictetus is the key to unlocking self-mastery in any conflict. If you are looking for practical insights like this to master your mind and your words every day, hit subscribe to the Stoic Path. We are here to forge that strength together. Once you truly grasp this, you will stop punishing yourself. Crying does not make you a loser. It simply means you care deeply enough about the subject, or the accumulated pressure has reached its limit. Nothing more. So, what specifically should you do when you are in the middle of a conversation and your eyes begin to swell with tears? Instead of panicking and rushing to apologize, apply this three-step emotional mastery process. 1. The rule of silence and breath. The moment you feel that lump in your throat, stop speaking immediately. Do not force words through a shaky, cracking voice. Allow yourself 3 to 5 seconds of complete silence. Take a deep breath through your nose and exhale slowly. This pause is not a sign of weakness. It is a tactical reset to regain your composure. In the art of communication, the person who dares to embrace silence at the right moment is always the one who controls the rhythm. 2. The technique of labeling. This is the turning point. Instead of denying the reaction or apologizing for it, state plainly what it is with a concise, calm, and decisive sentence. These are tired tears. Let's keep going. I'm frustrated, and this is how my body reacts. Focus on what I'm saying. This is just physical pressure leaving my body. Don't worry about it. When you label your own tears, you disarm the other person. You strip away their power to use your tears to judge or corner you. You take active control of the situation through sheer emotional maturity. 3. Re-anchoring the conversation. Wipe away a tear if necessary, but immediately anchor the focus right back to the original subject. Back to the budget issue. What I really want to emphasize here is the success of this step lies in seamless continuity. When the other person sees that you are utterly unfazed by your body's response, they are forced to respect your stance and your words. Now, let's flip the script. What happens when you are on the other side and the person speaking to you suddenly tears up? Most people fall into one of two damaging extremes. Extreme 1, overconsolation. Oh my goodness, what's wrong? Do you need a break? Did I say something wrong? Extreme 2, criticism and belittlement. Crying again. You're so weak. Can't we just talk normally? Both approaches destroy the conversation. If you react with extreme 1, you unwittingly become yet another burden they have to manage. They are already overwhelmed by their own emotions, and now they have to turn around and reassure you. You degrade their standing and rob them of their autonomy. If you react with extreme 2, you prove yourself lacking in empathy, attempting to assert dominance through contempt. So what is the Stoic perspective here? Respect the space and maintain a calm, neutral presence. The philosopher Seneca once observed, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." Kindness here does not mean coddling or pity. It means maintaining a fundamental respect for the dignity of the other person. When the person across from you begins to tear up, keep your tone steady. Continue speaking in a calm, professional voice. Do not dramatize the moment. Offer quiet support. If a tissue box is nearby, simply slide it toward them. Remember, slide the entire box. Do not pull out a single sheet and hand it to them. Reaching for a tissue is their choice, their autonomy. Do not strip that away from them. Slow your pace slightly. Give them the space and time to process information without forcing the entire conversation to a grinding halt. However, life is not always picture perfect. We must confront a harsh reality. There are people who use tears as a tool for emotional manipulation. They learned this early on. Drop a few tears, make the other person feel guilty, dissolve the pressure, and force the argument to a halt on their terms. How do you distinguish between genuine, pressure-releasing tears and manipulative tears? Authentic tears are almost always accompanied by an effort to push forward. They want to wipe them away and keep talking. Manipulative tears, on the other hand, come with evasive maneuvers, shifting the topic, blaming your intensity, or playing the absolute victim. Those who walk the Stoic path must cultivate sharp awareness and discernment. When you recognize that tears are being weaponized to manipulate you, the best strategy is simple. Hold your boundary firmly, without aggression. You don't need to expose them with anger. Respond with cold, unshakable calm. I see that you're emotional, and I respect that. But we still need to address this issue. We can slow down, but we are not dropping it. By doing this, you avoid the guilt trap without allowing the conversation to be hijacked. You maintain your original objective with an unyielding yet composure-driven stance. In summary, remember that walking the Stoic path does not mean turning yourself into an unfeeling stone statue. We are human. We experience pressure, love, anger, grief, and exhaustion. The fact that your body responds with tears simply confirms that you are a living, feeling human being. The next time you feel your eyes swell during a heated debate, don't panic. Don't apologize. Take a deep breath. Label it. This is just physical pressure leaving my body. And continue delivering your point with absolute conviction. True toughness has never been measured by whether your eyes stay dry or wet. It is measured by the weight behind every word you speak and the steadfastness in every action you take. If this video brought you a fresh perspective on resilience, hit subscribe to the Stoic Path and turn on notifications. Every week, we break down everyday pressure using applied Stoic wisdom. Keep sharpening your mind, stay grounded in your inner power, and stay firm on the path to self-mastery. Thank you for listening.